Stuff matters, man. I'm sorry, but it does. Watch the locker room video. How do you not get juiced up watching some of that stuff? It's just at the end of the day, like so many new faces are in that locker room that they need to know. Like being a Jet does not just you don't associate being a Jet with losing. You associate it with, hey, Aaron Glenn's got us in a good spot. We're built. We believe in the culture. It feels like those guys got bought in, and they got to stay in. Obviously, as Glenn likes to say, and the whole thing feels like Glenn got Breece Hall to buy in. Not that he hasn't been bought in all year, but like there's been a really stark difference the last, I would say, 5 weeks or whatever since the trade deadline. Where like, man, Breece is saying the right stuff. I know he had the quote that got taken a little bit out of context. He said, yesterday, but he came back on Twitter, corrected himself, and then his quote tweeting Glenn and like he feels like he's just getting a lot of gritty yards and he's bought into being here, and it feels like him and Glenn had like a sit down and we're like, hey man, like I'm in if you're in. Like, let's do this thing. And you've seen it kind of pay off ever since that Bengals, second half, right before the deadline. I think winning's important. And again, I've said this 800 times, but like, you can easily root for winning. And if they lose, you can do the whole draft pick thing. But is there a quarterback worth tanking for in this draft? Is tanking ever actually, is there that much data that tanking works? No doubt about it. If you suck during that season, you're going to get your quarterback. Like, it worked for Cincinnati. In some ways, it's kind of half worked for the Jags ish. Even though like the Jags would love to get off that contract, of Trevor Lawrence. Look, go through the NFC, man. Rams trade, Lions obviously trade as well. Bucks free agency, Seahawks free agency, Eagles second round, Cowboys fourth round. The list goes on. Broncos waited in pick 12. They got their guy. Whatever you think of Bo Nix, they built up the infrastructure. They had the right coach, and they've made it work thus far. Buffalo traded up twice. Kansas City traded up. Baltimore traded up into the end of round one. The Giants traded up into the end of round one.